Narasimha avatar is considered to be Lord Vishnu's fourth avatar, and he had taken the form of a half man, half lion to protect his devotee Prahalada. In continuation, the legend goes as below. Lord Vishnu, in his third incarnation as Varaha avatar, killed Hiranyaksha, who was the brother of Hiranyakashipu. Because of this, Hiranyakashipu got furious and became an enemy of Lord Vishnu. To know more about the story of Varaha avatar, click the I button given above or check in the description box. Hiranyakashipu led his army of Asuras to destroy everything good in the world, but met with the might of the Devas. He came to know that the Devas were being helped by Lord Vishnu, and he promised to be the reason for the end of Lord Vishnu. He decided to go deep into the jungles and pray to Lord Brahma for the boon of immortality. He soon forgot about all his worldly desires and senses and was lost in his meditation. Lord Indra destroys Hiranyakashipu's army. Meanwhile, Lord Indra realized that the Asuras were not being led by Hiranyakashipu. He thought this was the perfect opportunity to attack the Asuras as they were without the leader, and it would be easier to win the war between the Devas and Asuras. So he attacked the Asuras with full force and, as expected, was able to kill most of them and win the war. He destroyed the whole of Hiranyakashipu's capital city in the process and decided to march on to his palace. Over there, he found Hiranyakashipu's wife Kayadu. He thought of taking her as a prisoner and use her as a hostage if Hiranyakashipu ever decided to retaliate. Right at the moment, Narada Muni arrived and stopped Indra from doing so and asked him to release the woman right at the very instance, as she had no role to play in the war between the Asuras and the Devas. She was just an innocent and helpless woman. Kayadu told Narada that she was pregnant and she wanted to stay with Narada and serve him just like his daughter, as she had no other place to go. Narada accepted to this, and Kayadu started living in Narada's hut. Narada used to tell her stories about Lord Vishnu, and she developed a sense of attachment for Lord Vishnu after listening to his stories. Her unborn baby also used to listen to these stories, and he would go on to become one of the biggest devotees of Lord Vishnu. Meanwhile, the tapas continued for several years, and Brahmadev got satisfied with his great devotion and asked him that what boon he need. Hiranyakashipu asked for eternity, but Brahmadev gave him the boon that he can choose his death according to his wish. Thus, Hiranyakashipu wants his death to be in the following ways: that he will not be killed by any man or animal, not in air, sky, water or sea, not in the home or outside, not at the day or at night, and not by any astra or shastra. After getting this boon, Hiranyakashipu, overjoyed, went back to his kingdom. Over there, he was really saddened to see the condition of his kingdom. He decided to take revenge on Indra for being the cause of all this. He fought with the Devas all alone and defeated them and banished them from Devaloka. Then he became the ruler of 3 worlds. He started persecuting devotees of Lord Vishnu and forced people to worship him as a god. Devotees of Lord Vishnu were brutally killed by him. Kayadu gave birth to his son Prahalada. Hiranyakashipu brought them back to his kingdom. Prahalada, a true devotee of Lord Vishnu. Hiranyakashipu's son Prahalada was a big devotee of Lord Vishnu and prayed to him all time. Hiranyakashipu was surprised to hear him sing the praises of Lord Vishnu. He punished Prahalada's teacher and asked him to keep an eye on him. Hiranyakashipu became even furious, but realizing that Prahalada was his own son, he tried to convince him that not Vishnu, but he was the Lord of 3 worlds and he should worship him and not Vishnu. But Prahalada did not agree with him and continued his devotion towards Lord Vishnu. So Hiranyakashipu ordered his men to kill him as a punishment. When the soldiers tried to kill Prahalada with their swords could not even touch him. Then they attempted to trample him with elephants, but elephants did not do that. Again they attempted some poisonous snakes to bite him, but he still remained unharmed, drawing him in waters and throwing him down from mountain. But Lord Vishnu's magical hands were there to protect him. Hiranyakashipu ordered his sister Holika, who was immune to fire, to take Prahalada on her lap, and they were put on fire. But to his surprise, Holika was turned into ashes and Prahalada survived again. Appearance of Narasimha Avatar. The angry Hiranyaksha challenged Prahalada, asked where his Narayana can be found. Prahalada replied, "My Vishnu is omnipresent, and there is not a single place Narayana is not found." The king was furious and got up from his throne and asked Prahalada, "Can you show me your Vishnu in this pillar as well?" Prahalada said, "Yes, he is." The king hit the pillar strongly with his mace. With a thundering sound, the pillar cracked and Lord Vishnu appeared in the form of Lord Narasimha, screamed in a booming voice. He held, "Look, Hiranyakashipu, this is neither day nor night. You are not inside the residence or outside residence. I am neither a human nor a god. You are neither on earth nor in the sky, and I am not killing you with any weapon, but with my nails." By saying so, Narasimha tore Hiranyakashipu's stomach with his fingernails, and the demon died immediately. Even after killing Hiranyakashipu, Narasimha avatar of Lord Vishnu was unable to control his anger. Hence, Prahalada started singing the praise of Narasimha avatar, and then he became quiet. After that, Prahalada became the king and he ruled for the next many years. Prahalada is also known as Bhakta Prahalada. In this way, Lord Vishnu saved Prahalada from his father Hiranyakashipu in Narasimha avatar. Om Bhagavate Narasimhaye Rupaya Namaha. If you like the video, please like, share and subscribe the channel. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Bye bye.